Alright, we gotta go to Africa to, find the weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Boss, this contract comes out of Angola. That's right, Central Africa, where Emmerich claimed they were working on a weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Yeah, I just said
There's
it.
been a massive oil spill from Mafinda oil field. It's flowing into the river and contaminating the water supply.
Oh, that's not great.
An environmental NGO has asked us to stop the spill by destroying the facility. Environmental activism isn't exactly our line of work, but it's not that simple either. The group operating the oil facility and causing the spill is the rebel group UNITA. And word has it that UNITA is getting supplied with U.S. military weapons.
Of course it is.
That sounds to me like Cypher's pulling their strings.
Well, hey, we know how much Miller loves just assuming that Cypher, who again, we know, that's not who we're after Skullface, but whatever. So as tempting as it is to take our chrome-plated D-Walker with us, no, we're going in solo, and we're going to be doing this mission in a very special way. With nothing. Now again, this is only, whoops, as it would turn out, I have one thing equipped. Well, we're going to get rid of that. This is something that's only possible with mods, which again is so annoying to me. Really feels like something you should just be able to do. I mean, how hard is it to just unequip a weapon? Come on, man. Anyway, we're going to go in Naked Snake style. Now, we are going to have a shirt on, but we're going to do this completely OSP. And hope it works. You need explosives for this. I'm hoping I can get them from an enemy. But I really wanted to do this mission in this way because, well, you'll see. You'll see. Also, yeah, holy crap. New zone, finally. No longer in the Sandland, we are in the green zone.
The target is Angola's Mfinda oil field, upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area and crude. A pipeline that crosses the Munene
Well,
River
you're the master of
now
being
the shore's
crude,
a
man.
mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water.
That's not good. So, yeah, we're really evil, and we're doing some, you know, some terrorism here, but it's eco-terrorism. It's the good kind of terrorism. That makes us heroes, right? Again, so far we haven't really done anything super, super evil. Guest starring child soldiers. Oh.
The Mafinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group UNITA moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. UNITA's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the broker's a front company, Cyphers. Keeping tabs on UNITA could tell us who's pulling its strings.
All right. Hell yeah.
That's step one to tracking down Skullface. And Cypher with him. Good luck, boss.
All right, here's why I wanted to go OSP. Oh, hold on.
Make your way to the oil facility.
Ahem.
It's to the north, past Bwala Yamasa. The village is currently occupied by UNITA, so stay sharp.
Where is it? It's not down here. Oh, is it this one? No. There's a really... Here it is. Now, as I was saying, this is why I wanted to go OSP Naked Snake mode. Because hell yes! Get a load of these MGS3 vibes. Another example of, man, it's not going to get cooler than this. So yeah, it's really obvious what they are going for here.
The war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past
Gee,
9
whose
years.
fault is that, Miller?
No other options. Soldiers have become dogs of war.
Hey, can you, like, not interrupt my jam, though?
Private forces, or PFs. Guys we fought alongside are dying all around the globe for no reason.
Get a load of that waterfall.
But it's how they survive. The demand for PFs here in Africa is especially high. Cold War standoffs, resource exploitation, tribal clashes. What's big business for developed countries has only brought conflict here. That mess you're standing in is just the latest example.
I don't know, it looks like I'm standing in some pretty nice stuff here. So yeah, immediately we're way more visually interesting than the Afghanistan area. I'm just a sucker for God rays going through the trees, man. Like, look at this. Oh, I am so looking forward to that Snake Eater remake, brother. Only, what, like a week left? Starting your first mission in Africa to an opening that says guest starring child soldiers feels totally more in line with Tropic Thunder than anything remotely serious. Oh, yeah. Hey, you notice I'm trying to focus on the Snake Eater vibes. It's almost like I'm trying to recapture the good old days. So speaking of that, yeah, it's really funny. You get to a point with some franchises where, oh man, they hit their peak, and they, not only do they never go back to it, but they really want you to just remember how cool the peak was. And boy, for how, like, you know, serious and artistic and everything as Metal Gear allegedly is, wow, it really, every game after MGS3 really just wants you to remember how cool MGS3 was, huh?
Turned into a supply hub for UNITA, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
Yeah, I mean, it's OSP. We gotta steal stuff. So yeah, like, obviously I'm playing with some custom music here. This is a track that was, this is the Norihiko Hibino remix of the Snake Eater theme, which I love. It's so cool. But the base game, one of the few Metal Gear tracks you can find. If I go to my music tapes here, it's not a whole lot. Oh, I guess I didn't pick it up, even. But yeah, one of the few Metal Gear tracks that you can actually just normally get in this game is Snake Eater. Because again, they want you to know that Snake Eater was really cool. Again, I am an absolute Snake Eater fiend. Oh man, I am playing this game and laser focusing on it. And during my week, I am laser focusing on my work. Because like I said, as of this recording, we're like a week away from the Snake Eater remake. I'm trying not to explode. Anyway, let's see. What do we get here? Petrol bomb. And an assault rifle. So here's the thing, right? Look how easy it is. Now, granted, the petrol bomb was part of the Infinite Heaven mod that makes OSP, you know, more possible. But still, people just, they drop their assault rifles like it's nothing, man. Why can I not just load into a mission with nothing? It's so much fun to do this. Oh, here's another thing I wanted to point out, though. I alluded to this in an earlier game, but, you know how in prior games Snake would hold his gun all cool and have special, like, movement animations for it. Yeah, if you look, I've got the assault rifle equipped, but it just sticks to my hip. I don't know why. I hate it. It looks so not cool to not be doing, you know, the cool tactical guy. Like, I have to manually aim, and even like that, I can't see it. I can't see him do the cool stuff. It's one of those things that I don't want to say the lazy word, but it feels lazy because all of the firing animations and several of the movement animations, like this side roll, come straight from MGS4. So, like, why couldn't you just import all the weapon animations from MGS4, you know? Alright. Alright. We gotta lock in. Hey, remember MGS3 and RE4 and DMC3? Hell yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I do. Those games rule. So another thing you're going to see a little bit more of in the Africa map is actual, like, you know, establishments, like architecture. Oh, hey, speaking of Devil May Cry, an iconic plastic chair. I've got a thing to say about iconic plastic chairs later. But yeah, we actually have, like, structures and whatnot, and it's cool, as it would turn out. Oh, look what we have over here. It's the child soldiers. I gotta be careful. I don't want them to see me. But there was another thing that was in an early cutscene. Sorry, not an early cutscene, an early trailer. Was the animations taking place over there were similar to Silent Basilisk being interrogated. They were kind of... And no one's really sure what came first. It's a real chicken and egg situation. But yeah, the animations of those kids over there being trained, that showed up originally in a trailer with, like, special camera angles and everything in a slightly different location. So it looked like it was going to be a cutscene, but instead it's just something that happens in gameplay. That's kind of cool, actually, that I'm peeking through this slat of wood at this. Makes me feel very sneaky. And I like things like this. I like little story taking place in the middle of a mission. Remember how excited I was in Groznygrad when you would see all the guys just kind of doping around and then they were, like, training and stuff? I like that, but it's weird to show something that's just meant to be a little gameplay situation like that and make it look like an important cutscene, because it made it seem like the child soldiers were going to be a much more important plot point than they are. Anyway, I'm going to do my very best to stay out of sight in this area because, oh man, I don't want to... I know I've been punching a whole lot of dudes. I don't know if I want to go punching babies. Not yet, anyway. The trailer made it seem like a plot point that existed for more than 2 missions. A little bit, yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, if you look, there's some... Are those the guys that are knocked out? No. See the white triangles there that are marked? Look! People are doing a shift change. They're all going for a snooze. I mentioned that before, and yeah, that's a thing that can happen. There's a lot of stuff in this game that I describe as, yeah, that's a thing that can happen. Most of the time you're not going to see... Oh, dumpster. It's really weird. I am so perplexed. Even a decade later, I am perplexed by this game. Because there is a large amount of neat stuff that always comes with a big asterisk. There's always a caveat. It's always something like that. Like, oh yeah, hey, here's these child soldiers in this mission. They're not going to really show up too often. And here's this little cool animation that plays out mid-mission. They made it look like a cutscene in trailers, so every time I see it in the mission, it feels like I'm being lied to. You know? And then the shift changes and stuff are cool, but in order to see something like that, like, I would have to be way over there still, right? I would have to be way over there still and be what? Just sitting in the same place for 15 minutes? That's not how you play a video game, dude. So yeah, we got a lot more varied terrain here. We had a lot of structure. We've got, like, more river, and I can kind of go in the river. Not too much, though. Now we've got these hilly areas. I do like the Africa map. Most people prefer the Africa map. How do I want to do this? Because I want to get items from these dudes. I'm hoping someone will give me some C4.
So, hoe was Shinkologwe? Al wat ek gehoor het is hulle het 'n ou geslote myn weer oopgemaak.
Dat is 'n lekker maklike opdrag. Dit is alles goed gekeer deur die regering. Locals doen al die werk. Maar die ding is, al wat hulle ontgin is vuil malachite.
Malachite?
Tog die gebied rondom Tanga was
That's a plot point.
Jy meen Belgiese koöperatiewe mynbou het hou vas op die streek.
Ja, maar selfs nadat dit genasionaliseer is, gaan die meeste van die wins na Mobutu se vet maag toe. Daar is geen belegging in toerusting nie, so die opbrengste daal. En die mynregte word uiteindelik stuk vir stuk verkoop.
Vat die hel. Teken meer werk vir ons.
Means more work for us. Hell yeah, dude.
Hy het daai manne by Katanga mislei. En toe hier soldate kry nie.
Yeah, dead mercs don't collect a paycheck.
Eers dan kan die nasionale weermag eerstens opstaan.
Maar hoe die US bly solank staatshoof.
Ja, solank as wat hy anti-kommunisties bly, sal Amerika hom aanhou ondersteun. Amerika sal dit berou, een op 'n ander tyd.
Geen twyfel.
Okay, ek moet gaan. Later.
Sien jou.
So yeah, there's a lot of little conversations like that advance the plot, and it's cool. But like, again, a prior Metal Gear game, you know, that would have been a cutscene. Remember MGS1 where we learned that they're spraying for rats? We look through the duct, and it's like, oh, they're going to be spraying for rats, and we're like, oh, okay. That means the cover's going to be off the thing. And that means we can go save Meryl. Like, it's just weird. It's literally things that could have been a cutscene, just now aren't. And oh. Well, we got a trank gun. That's really nice. Here's the thing, though.
Ek wil nie vrek nie.
Get down.
And that's what makes Big Boss the greatest soldier in history. He's got real lateral thinking. Hey, why don't you guys come over here? So that's nice, actually, that I was able to get a tranquilizer gun. Now, it's not suppressed, but still pretty useful. Can you maybe actually come outside of the tent, sir? Do your job of, you know, being a guard. There we go. So here's another thing. if I were to press the CQC button forward, I would slam him on the ground. If I were to put it sideways, I would slam him on the ground next to me. You can't do the cool little positional things you could do in MGS 3 and 4, so instead you have to do this, which looks a little jank.
Surrender.
It works just as well, but I mean, it doesn't look as cool. Okay, so he gave us a magazine. That's good. That's very handy. And what else is good here is... Oh, he heard our footsteps. I was going to say, he sees his buddy. But hearing our footsteps, that works as well. What I really want from someone is some C4. Again, worst case scenario, I'll call it in. But I really do like... he heard me step in that tire. Well, you know what? That's fine. Hello? Love when it slows down like that.
Surrender.
Oh, it's so funny. What did you give us anything? Can't tell. All I see is the rifle. All right. Well, let's make sure you're held up.
Surrender.
And then, oh, is there not one more buddy? Is that all of you guys? Okay. Alright, but yeah, I like doing stuff like this. Like, the stealth is actually pretty dang good in this game. It's pretty fun. It's a shame that now I have to, you know, run along this big, open, empty road to get to my objective. That's where the game starts to be, again, everything has an asterisk, man. Every single thing in this game has an asterisk.
Throughout that region. And when the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. Then it's only a matter of time before the aging equipment starts leaking crude. That means Unitas' takeover is the perfect cover for Saner. Now they can blame the spill on a bunch of oil thieves.
Oh no.
However you look at it,
Of course there's a cover-up and there's dirt and everything. So you can kind of go in the water here. A little bit. Can't go too far out because it's outside of the mission area. But, you know, it's like a little marshland area. It's just so funny, though, because, yeah, like, that was... Everything I did at that little camp felt cool, looked pretty cool, felt sneaky, felt like Metal Gear. Now, we're just running in the 80s. It's the old way to set me free. We're just running in the 80s. Oh, look at that. Wild ass. Well, since we're here, might as well try to fist that ass. And that's why they call it a donkey punch. Serious game about war criminals. Alright. So, hey. This is very important. This is like the third time we've had a burned down village. Now, this is not in Afghanistan. This is in Africa, obviously. So this we can't just pin on the whole Soviet scorched earth policy. You might recognize this area, particularly this site here, which, look! Did you see that? I didn't do that. The game did that. Little bit of a cutscene. They actually want you to see this.
charred remains. Probably the villagers.
So, this is super important. And here's the thing. Let's take a look at our map again. Now, most people are gonna go from, like, you know, here and just kind of beeline it across this area. These plains that don't have an outpost. You're not going to take this path because the game doesn't actually guide you here, which is funny because this is relevant to the mission. And I'm not going to look too close at them because they're really gross. I don't like looking at dead bodies. But this is a very significant place to the plot and to the weapon to surpass Metal Gear. It's very important that we know that this is going on. That said, this might look familiar to you, probably not from playing the game, but also from the Nuclear trailer, wherein they had Snake walk through this burnt-down village. There was a vulture feasting on some remains, and then Snake fell to his knees and screamed into the air as his horn grew. Not like in a phallic way. And, you know, they were playing the song about going nuclear and being wild and all that. And everyone thought, oh, this must be the obvious thing there, right? Because when you cut a trailer with a song, you cut it with intention, right? To tell a story. And that trailer told a cool story. That trailer told the story of what happened after, you know, Snake went nuclear. The lyrics to that song say something like, what a mess we made when it all went down. Or like, what a mess we made when we all went wrong. Something like that, right? As he's walking through the burning village. So you go, oh my god, this is it. This is the moment where Snake loses it. We launch a nuke, we see its destruction, and he turns into a madman, right? Yeah, no. That's the only play we're going to get from that village. I think there's like 1 or 2 tank fighting side ops that take place there. And, no cutscenes take place there. And in fact, Snake's animations from that trailer are from a completely different context in a completely different mission. So that trailer is really just a trailer of lies that tells a completely different and arguably more interesting story that we're never going to see in this. But yeah, a lot of people don't even know that village exists. Oh, we're in a bit of a pickle here. So I still want to try to get some C4 out of someone. Again, worst case scenario, I'll call in for a supply drop. Because the way this game works, you know, I was supposed to have brought it with me. It tells you that.
Surrender.
Oh! Well, nice. That's convenient. Alright then. But that's the thing, right? Look how convenient and perfect that was. That's something you can't do without the mod. It's something you can't do without the mods. Isn't that weird? Why, like, a regular Metal Gear game has the C4 in a convenient place for you to get it, you know, or it's like, oh no, here's this thing, we need to blow it up, I need C4, where's C4? Oh, like, you know, well, this game is more like open world and has bases, so it would be like, there's a supply truck, like, if you get to the supply truck in time, you can get the C4, but if not, they're gonna unload it here. You know, you could have had a whole thing. But instead, no. Also, everyone has gas masks here. I think that's because I've been using a lot of smoke grenades. I used a lot of those earlier. Might just be because they're stylish and fashionable. But yeah, like, that worked out really well, but it was entirely, the mod being nice to me.
Stop talking. Answer me.
Alright. Again.
Free.
Hey, look!
Get down.
How convenient! Giving me more C4, because they want it to be cool. And I appreciate that. Because this is a cool mission. Because look at this big structure. Oh my god. Maybe the game's alright. You know, we're We're changing stuff to make it function a little better here and there.
Down on the ground.
But, you know, hey. Oh, speaking of nice things, it started to rain, which means my footstep noise will be dampened.
Destroy that separator tank. You'll need to use explosives. Got any C4?
I do!
Alright, you planted the C4. Don't set it off until you're at a safe distance.
Now, luckily, we only need one. So it's nice that the game gave us two. No, I don't think I can jump over that. Alright, so we've got one of the objectives cleared here, which is planting C4 on this tank. We also have to go use a computer? Which is a very dangerous thing to trust us with. Oops. Yeah, look at this now, too. Like, industrial zone. Sneaking around cubes and pipes. Oh my god, it's like we're playing Metal Gear. So the last couple missions have actually been decent in terms of their environments.
Free. Down on the ground.
Oh. Smoke grenade, too. Very nice. I love... I gotta be honest. This game with mods is like at least 8 out of 10. Without mods, 5 out of 10. But just the fact that now I can... Because that's the strength of this game, right? Is you can approach missions however you want, except for when you can't because the game says otherwise.
Once it goes up, the enemy will come running.
But this is really cool.
Before you detonate the C4.
This is like tense and like you know, action-packed. Now, here's something cool. I got that guy's attention. But he's way, way, way away. It's going to take him a while to get here. So that's actually a good thing. And, like, this is all stuff that just kind of, you know... You go out and you watch people play this game who say it's, like, super great. They're like, oh, man, Phantom Pain's the best. And then you watch them play it, and, yeah, they'll just jump out in front of everyone and do, you know, reflex mode headshots. And I'm like, that's not that cool, you know? That's... But again, the fact that you can go about things in a more sneaky way is great. I just wish the OSP stuff, I just wish the whole thing that Snake does, you know, solo infiltration with no backup, I wish this game did that a little better. But as it stands right now, you know, I'm having a blast with this. This might be a little... I don't know how he didn't see me, but that's cool. Oh, because he's still looking... Look at that. This is the guy who spotted me before. He's still looking in that direction. That's really funny. It's actually very funny. Oh. Alright, let's get in here. So imagine, like, being in a coma for 9 years and then seeing that. What the hell is that? The hell is this 1980s computer? Anyway. Let's push this button. Oh my god. More freaky bodies. Just like the ones in the village.
Why?
And these ones have, crazy weird tumors that are, like, glowing?
Oil transfer pump shutoff confirmed. Next, destroy the oily water separator tank. That'll ensure they can never use the facility.
Well, that made some noise, but that's fine. So yeah, there's our first, whoops, objective complete, which is draining the water, and now we have to destroy the tank, which luckily we set the C4 already. Now I'm going to be a smart boy. I'm going to be a very smart boy. And I'm going to make sure I am well out of this facility before I detonate that. Because, you know, you probably don't want to be in the place you're blowing up, just for tactical reasons. And we are a tactical boy. Leaving the area is not true strength. We're not, you know, I mean, the spirit of the warrior is always with us, but, we're an infiltrator, man. Look at this. On-site procurement. Sneaky boy. Remember, we came in here with nothing. And we used only our wits and, well, we did use our fists to deal with everything. I'm satisfied with this. Alright. Now I think we're far enough away. So let's just, kaboom. And the dirt is gone. The real big boss would detonate it from 10 feet away? Yeah. That's true. That's true.
You destroyed the separator tank. Objectives complete.
Alright.
Though security will be tighter after that explosion. Get out of there ASAP.
So we did it. Yeah, again, pretty cool mission. I legitimately like this, and I'm glad that the OSP went well, because I knew all I needed was just one C4. This game really is frustrating. It's very frustrating because you get a moment like that, which,
Roger.
again, all they needed to do was give me the option to go into a mission with nothing and hold dudes up to get useful items. Which is something that older games did, and for some reason this just doesn't do it. But when you put those options in there, when you actually complete the game, by the way, Walker Gears show up, and that's why I wanted to be out of the base, yeah, look at all these guys. Imagine imagine having to escape with all of that going on? Yeah. But yeah, you know, when you actually do like 2 or 3 additional things to finish making the game, it's actually really fun. It's legitimately a good game with a big fat asterisk of if you know, install like 37 mods that actually finish up the work. And even then, you can't really do anything about the story. Anyway, that was fun. I'm not gonna go all armchair game journalist here. I had a good time with this mission the way I did it. It was very fun. And yeah, we got some intrigue there. We got more burnt villages. We've got weird, freaky bodies. I wonder what this weapon to surpass Metal Gear could be. I wonder.
All right, mission complete, boss.
A rank, but you know, look at that. No retries, no kills, no combat alerts. Not quite perfect stealth, but perfect stealth is like... Perfect stealth is weird. It's like you don't even, no one even like gets suspicious or something. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, yeah, that was fun. That was genuinely, legitimately a very fun mission and a very fun way to play it. I highly recommend if you want to play this game in the modern age.
Boss,
Yeah, like,
took another look into Saber.
install the mods to let you do stuff like that, because it's so much better, man. Anyway, yeah, wow.
The PF, not United. They restarted the facility all the while.
Oh no, they were dirtbags too?
Another thing, Sanger's Johannesburg head office is just a room in a multi-tenant building.
Cause I have a question. As the guy who handpicks missions you want me to complete, shouldn't you, like,
Get this. The fund itself
know ahead of time? Like, isn't, like, doing a background check on the client, like, one of the most important things? How come you always tell me this shit afterwards, huh?
Just what the hell were they doing over there?
What indeed?